back to another episode of the Group Chat Odds On edition on this lovely Friday before we head into the weekend. Back in the studio with Phil. How you doing, Phil?
Do like a Friday.
Yep.
Woke up this morning feeling fine. Got Man United on my mind. Yeah, let's go. Come on, weekend.
Come on the weekend. But before we get into this weekend,
No.
you want to talk about last weekend?
Yeah, we can.
We can do. Okay. Sweet.
Gut play. Cha-ching. Springboks 1-12 at $2.50. Beating England. What are they called? The Red Roses?
Are they the Red Roses?
29 points to 20. Or maybe it is just the Roses. Was it a female team? That's the Red Roses.
Couldn't tell.
I'm dying. Stat play. Jake Paul has never lost to someone over the age of 25.
Bang. Has he ever fought anyone over the age of... anyone under the age of 25?
No, it was Tommy Fury, who's 26. Would have been 25 at the time. Jake Paul to win $1.55. Boom. 2 from 3. This individual, the last 5 fights, he had finished within 2 rounds. Did he do it this weekend? No. Why? Because he is overrated. Bo Nickel, round 1 to round 2 finish, ended up being a decision snooze fest against a washed-up Paul Craig at $1.32. Didn't even hit. The lowest odds of the plays.
Yeah,
doesn't come through.
Gee, that's
life.
A snooze fest that Bo Nickel was proud of too.
Yeah, of course he is.
He was very proud of that fight.
He's American and he's delusional, so.
Well, so you went 2 for 3. I went 2 for 3 as well. My gut play. The ABs 1-12. So close. Couldn't get the job done over the French. My goodness, that would have been glorious.
If only they went for the line.
Yeah, wow. If only Rico Ioane didn't drop the ball in halfway either. If only. Anyway, Jalen Hurts did in fact score against the Eagles against the Washington Commanders. So cash the stat play. No, the hot streak. The hot streak. And I was on a stat play for the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight as well. It did in fact go the distance. So 2 for 3. Cashed both of those. The group chat multi got through the weekend unscathed. Got to Monday night. The Bengals taking on the Chargers. Who picked that?
Well, let's just say I'm doing my part in the multi.
Yeah. Wow.
So someone's not pulling their weight.
That was quite unfortunate, I thought. I mean, wow. What are you doing, Bengals? Honestly, you were, 24-3 down at halftime, down and out by 21 points.
Yep.
What a waste of time that was feeling like. And then to pull it back to 27-all. All right. We're back in this. I told you. The Bengals were a second-half team. I told you. And then you just... What's the point of coming back if you're just going to lose it right at the end? Like, honestly, just... Anyway, South Africa got the job done for me. Just the straight-up win bet. Australia got the job done for you. And obviously the old boy, Jimmy Miller.
The underdog.
Yeah. Gets the job done. And Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and the Bengals could be very close to being on my no-bet list from now on, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah.
I almost cashed out at halftime there. And then when it was 27-0, I was like, okay, Charlie was right. And then, the defense.
The defense does stink. Bengals defense does stink. But what I thought would happen is that I knew the defense was going to stink. Thought the Bengals offense was going to be too much for the Chargers. So no matter how many points the defense leaked, the offense I thought would have been able to keep up with it and come out on top. Joe Burrow not being able to do it when it matters most. Classic.
Unlucky you.
Anywho, we'll go to this weekend. And what do we got?
Yippee. I'll tell you what. Yeah, you got the All Blacks at $1.02 and the Springboks at $1.01.
Yeah.
So
$1.03 when you combine them.
Oh, that's value.
Better than the bank, is it? 3%? What does the bank give you at the moment? 5? Well, maybe not better than the bank. What about Ireland in there? Then you're definitely better than the bank, but sheesh, that'd be a sweet fest.
Yeah.
ABs, Italy. Sunday morning. A last hurrah for Sammy Kane and TJ Perinara.
Yep.
Coming off the bench, potentially. I'm assuming he'll come off the bench. he'll get a bit of a standing O. Oh, would the Italians give him a standing O, do you reckon, when he comes on?
Standing O. No, probably not. I feel
What
like
about
the
when
Italians
Sam
are
Kane goes
quite...
off?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure.
He might get on.
There'd be a few fans there.
Oh, New Zealand fans for sure.
Yeah.
We'll give both of them standing ovations. I don't know if the Italians will get up and...
I don't know.
feel like it's not really in their culture.
No.
Don't know much about the Italian culture.
You don't support the enemy, the Italians.
Yeah, that's true. So we've got some more rugby. The Wallabies, aiming for a grand slam. They're $2.20 underdogs against the Scots.
Are they 220 now?
Yeah, if they come in a touch.
Damn. I had them down at 235. Missed opportunity there.
I'll tell you what, they could be at 235. And yeah, they're at 235.
Okay, good.
So 235, they have not come in, but why is it 235? Is Scotland that good, do we think? I don't know. I'm not sure. I think, I don't know if I like to back the Aussies here, but it's good to see the Aussies are back and they've got the chance for a grand slam.
I don't know. The way Australia is performing, I consider them a better team.
Yeah, I know.
You got pumped by the Springboks, and then you turn it around by clapping Portugal, but...
Like, is clapping Portugal a flex or not? Not really.
No, I guess it's better than losing to Portugal, but yeah, I mean, they're not a top-tier rugby side at the moment.
No, so the Wallabies at 235, great value. Great value.
Not sure.
If you look at
I haven't seen the Scottish lineup yet.
No, but if Joe Smith's got them running like they do the last 2 weeks, they're in with a good chance.
Yeah.
South Africa, heavy favourites. Ireland, heavy favourites. France, heavy, but not as heavy favourites against the Argies. Argentina paying $4.20 there for the win. Could be worth a dabble, actually. But
the Argies?
Yeah. On the Los Pumas. If they can beat us, they can beat France. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. That
seems like Scotland. So I'm just trying to read up here. It seems like Scotland have Darcy Graham back, but
hey, it is what it is.
Does the winger make the difference?
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
I guess here's a copy and paste of your Chisholm Colby that winger we talked about.
I think the Scottish fans were saying he was in fact better.
Oh, okay. So he's the better version of Colby.
Yeah, but we're all entitled to our opinions.
As we are in this free world. This is going to be the last weekend of international rugby for the Southern Hemisphere teams, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to have any All Blacks to talk about or Springboks going forward. So hopefully the weekend can round up nicely for the ABs that can finish off their tour on a strong note.
Yep.
We are favoured by 28.5 points, I think. Oh, it's actually moved to 30 now.
Well,
jeepers, and the total points is up to 63.5, up from 58, I think. So lots of people back in the overs there. Lots of people back in the All Blacks to win by more than 28. Pushing the line out. Do you still like them at 30? You reckon we got 30 on the Italians?
Yeah, I think you got 50.
The 50 boom.
Yeah, take the 51 plus, surely.
The winning margin, 51 to 55 points. That could be a good value, actually.
No, the other... Wait, what did you just say?
New Zealand, 51 plus.
Yeah, 51
$44.20.
Yeah, that 9-point margin. It's called the 10-point margin, but it's really a 9-point margin. I don't really like, so you might as well go for the big 5-1. The only reason I say that, you look at that reverse fixture in the World Cup. What was it, 91 points to 7 or something ridiculous?
Jeepers! Is that what it was?
96-17. Apologies.
The All Blacks when they played Italy at the World Cup.
Correct.
Wow.
So
that 51 plus does look quite good then. Why are we only favoured by 30?
Well,
I guess it's a very different team, different coach, different outfit. $1.01 favourites. Come on now. I wonder what we were favoured in that game, what the line was. Anyway.
So Argentina, Italy, 50 points to 18. They got a strong win over Japan.
Italy
42-14, correct. And a very close victory over Georgia. So,
I don't know. The Italians have some heart. They do have some heart.
Nothing substantial.
And it's the last game of the tour. Obviously, I guess the boys have something to prove, but it also could just be a bit of a blowout game where, they just let off some steam, try some new stuff. Might be I could see like a 40 points to 10 sort of vibe, or like a 50 to 15. Anyway, that's the international rugby. The Premier League. You said you woke up with Man United on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Premier League is back in action, and you've got your new manager.
Yes, sir. Finally.
Action-packed next few months for the Premier League. 45 games in 90 days.
Tis the season.
I think the longest fans need to wait between games, if you're just going to watch every game, is a maximum of 2 days. I think you're going to have a game at least every 2 days.
Well,
it's mental. Just full on until the end of January.
Yeah, I mean, I think since he starts this weekend against Ipswich, he then has, this is Ruben, by the way, for Man United, 9 games within a month stretch heading into Christmas. So
it's a heck of a start. Sink or swim.
Crunch time.
Sink or swim, baby.
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much.
Well, across here, we've got the A-League back in action too. It's Unite round.
Not across here. It's across over there.
Everything is on the other side of the Tasman.
In Sydney.
Unite round in Sydney. The A-League's version of Magic Round.
We need a better name for that, I think.
Unite round?
Unite round just doesn't do it.
You got one off the top of your head? I was trying to think of some.
Football Frenzy was floated.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about Football Frenzy, but what would you call it? Just Frenzy Weekend?
Football Frenzy
Friday?
You just call it Football Frenzy.
So they could have a...
Sydney Sensations.
What about they had a name for each day? So Frenzy Friday.
Super Saturday.
Super Saturday, and then, or could it be Super Sunday?
Sensational Sunday.
All right, there you go. FSS Weekend.
Yeah.
Frenzy.
Or just call it Goal Rush.
I don't mind Goal Rush. Unless they're all snooze fests.
Yeah.
Would encourage not. Yeah. But anyway, so all the games being played in Sydney. I was wondering if they're going to get like a Caxton Street sort of vibe down there. Probably not.
Don't think Alliance is really close to that many bars, is it?
No.
There'll be a lot of people.
And
cool stadium too.
Auckland FC looks to carry on their 100% record.
Yippee.
And it'll be their first time heading over that way to play an A-League fixture in their lifespan. So be the first time getting across the Tasman, going and playing on a Sunday. Both New Zealand teams, Phoenix and Auckland FC, both playing on the Sundays. So I think if you're a football fan in New Zealand, you'll be tuning in on Sunday.
Yep.
What else have we got?
Yeah. MacArthur too. Stiff competition. It'll be an interesting fixture for them.
And the Phoenix have a tough one too against the Victory. 1 plays 4 on that matchup. But
MacArthur top scorers this season against the best defence in the league. Spicy.
Be a good test. It'll be a good test, that's for sure. What else are we running this weekend?
Big dog. There's a bit of UFC going on. Jan versus Figueiredo in the fight night.
It's a good fight night too, isn't it?
Oldberg will be in the mix.
He will be.
11-1. CKB. Bit of a finish specialist.
Yes, sir.
Last 5 of his fights he's finished, either by KO or TKO.
Is that right?
And I think 1 or 2 submissions in there.
So he's a finishing specialist.
Indeed. Takes on a Ozdemir, a 20-7 hard hitter. I think the last time he was knocked out was by the one and only Yuri Prohaska.
Oh, really?
2020. He
last
also
time
had
Vulcan was knocked out.
Yep.
Submitted or just finished in general?
It was a KO. He lost also in 2021 to Ankalaev, who's coming up the ranks, obviously. And that was by decision, though. So he's definitely faced some creme de la creme in that division. Should be a good, explosive fight. Yeah,
no, it seems like a good fight night. It actually might be a fight night that I watch. So I wouldn't usually tune into a fight night on a Sunday. It's more just the pay-per-views for me. But with the Jan fight and Carlos Oldberg on there, catch me maybe watching that on a Sunday. What time does it start? Oh, God. That looks like a 12:45 a.m.
No.
Is that wrong on the Betcha website? So if you're up watching Premier League on Sunday, you could tune into the fight night.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That's honking.
That puts a damper on the mood.
That's a slight damper.
Well, we also have... Wait, is that Sunday night then? So that's leading into Monday?
Yes, correct.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Sunday, if you are interested,
Mm-hmm.
the Las Vegas Grand Prix. The F1
Ooh.
takes on Sin City for the second time. Max Verstappen and Lando Norris, the only two drivers that can win the Drivers' Championship this season now. Piastri and Leclerc have been eliminated. They can no longer get the points needed to finish on top. And Verstappen can lock it up this weekend if he wins. Verstappen comes out on top. Lando Norris cannot catch him. I think for Lando to keep the season alive for him, needs to win by more than 3. He needs to clear Verstappen by 3 points. So if Lando wins, he'll get 25 points. Verstappen 18. He clears it because he's 7. Lando comes second, Verstappen third. He'll clear it because 18 plays 15 points, I believe. That's how it works. But yeah, ultimately, Lando just needs to make sure he finishes in front of Max to keep his season alive. So
Spicy.
Otherwise, Max will be securing his 4th F1 title, Drivers' Championship.
Yeah.
And it'll be four on the trot as well.
Hopefully less controversial than last year in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas puts on a bit of a show.
disaster.
There was the pothole
Yep.
incident. There's a whole bunch going on, and the drivers either love it or hate it.
Yeah.
I think the drivers that love it love the whole experience and just the lights, the glamour,
The sphere.
all that, the hype around it, and the circus atmosphere. And the ones that hate it, I reckon, are the old heads that just like, I'm here to drive race cars.
Yeah.
Probably not an American accent, but like Fernando Alonso, I reckon he'd hate it.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton, I feel like he'd like buy into it. Max Verstappen, I don't think he'd care at all. He'd just be like, all right, I'm here to win. All right,
Yeah.
here you go.
LEDs are LEDs.
Yeah, Lando, I reckon, would like it. George Russell likes the lights. He always wears his sunnies around, so he'll be driving there. In terms of the Constructors' Championship, both McLaren, Red Bull, and Ferrari are all still in it too, with 3 races to go.
Nice.
Any 3 of them can win it. McLaren do have the upper hand by 36 points and cannot lock it away this weekend. So it's still going to be alive next week, depending on whatever goes down. But yeah, I guess that's kind of all I've got for the weekend. You want to add anything else?
Yeah, let's crack in.
All right, we'll get roll the F1 into my gut play. I'm sure you can guess. I'm repping the Ferrari shirt today. We had it in the quiz the other day. Which team has won the most constructors? Ferrari. And I was like, okay, Grand Prix this weekend, 7 p.m. Sunday. It's a great viewing time for us here.
It is.
I'm going to tune in for sure. I'm going to pull out my Ferrari shirt, and I'm going to back Charles Leclerc or Carlos Sainz. Now, it's the first time we've had 3 favourites in an F1 race, all at the same. So Max Verstappen, Leclerc, Lando Norris, all paying $3.50 to win.
Oh, interesting.
Which is pretty wild, because that wouldn't have happened, I reckon, in 10 years. What I'm going to go for, the play is Ferrari to be the winning car, paying $2.35. I don't want to back either driver, so I reckon either of them could win, but there's a better chance that one of the 2 do win, as opposed to a McLaren or a Red Bull, because they're relying on a Lando or Verstappen. So we're going 2 against, going for the, what is it called? It's probability. We got more probability on this one.
All right.
So my gut play, and also to keep the season alive, I don't want to see Max lock it away this weekend. Right. So to keep the season alive, Ferrari to be the winning car, paying $2.35. Ideally, I would have liked a little like box trifecta of, just to get Sainz and Leclerc on the podium. We can't do that though. So it's all right. Wow. We'll settle for the Ferrari to be winning car. That's my gut play for you.
Interestingly, that 235, reflective of my gut play, Wallabies to win against Scotland. 235.
Wow, this is a sign.
Yeah.
Okay. Reasoning?
It's my gut.
The gut was talking to you.
Yeah, it's the gut play. Wallabies win.
It's fair dinkum.
Yep.
Can't do a lot about that.
If I start bringing stats into it, then it's not a gut play. So
no, that's right. Should we go to the stats then? What do you got for your stat
absolutely.
play?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that was nice and easy. All right,
Well,
stat play.
the stat book. Man United haven't lost to Ipswich since
1974.
Oh, sheesh. Close. 1994.
Ooh.
I'm bringing in some sporting stats here. Bear with.
All right. Oh, get comfy.
Sporting had about 93 goals last season, 20 more than any other team in the league. They did this without having the most number of shots or the most number of touches in the final third. Last season, Gyökeres scored 43 goals. Plenty. Paulinho, who was the only player anywhere near Gyökeres, was his understudy.
Okay.
Same position.
Wow.
He
Makes
had
sense.
21. So, for that team, that's 64 goals created for the player in that position. Exceptional stuff.
Okay. Yeah, it's good. It's good numbers. It's good stuff.
So let's bring it back
Yeah.
to Old Trafford. Who plays in that position? Hoyland.
He does. Yeah.
And he has been crying out for some balls. Unfortunately, under the old structure, he had a Garnacho and a Rashford who don't really like passing too much.
No.
Garnacho gets the ball when he feels like, I have to shoot.
Yes.
I have to get goal. So, Hoyland plays in that position. It's an assumption, okay? But it's an assumption based off stats.
Yeah, naturally.
I think he has a good fit. We can see there's elements of that last season as well when he gets into these spots and then a little dink. But then under the old structure, no ball. Ruben has also never lost as Man United coach,
No, he has not.
technically. He may not have coached the game yet, but he hasn't lost. So the stat remains.
That's a great stat. That's a great stat.
Hoyland will score
Mm.
based on we played this formation. It seems like Ruben wants to bring it. He's already said there will be a philosophy, or at very least the hint of a philosophy this weekend. You obviously can't go 0 to 100. We have players coming back from international, but he's pretty clear that you will see something. So I think this is the thing. This is the play style. You take it to the byline and then you cut it into the box. Hoyland's there. He scores. Man United win $3.63.
Okay. So you given an analysis. Good stat. Good stat diving. I like it. You're going for a good swim around there. Can't argue with that.
Good.
Especially the Amorim hasn't lost as a United manager.
Yes.
It's got to be one of the greatest ones, I think, that you mentioned.
Yeah.
So
I guess if you were like negative about it, you could say Ruben's never won against Ipswich. But
no. But they've never lost.
let's not do that.
Since
They've never
1994.
Yep.
So, fair dinkum. Well, I'm going to stick with the Premier League for my stat play. And it all leads to Goodison Park, Everton versus Brentford. Now, Everton, they haven't been so convincing. They've
been sloppy.
They have been. They started pretty rough. They came up a little bit, and they've kind of just bounced along. I think they're currently sitting 16th, 17th on the table, fighting relegation. But they come up against a Brentford side who have lost all 5 of their away games this season.
I don't like that.
They've also not been able to keep a clean sheet away from home either. So, hence, they're probably losing all 5 games. If they lose again this weekend, it'll be their worst road start in Premier League history since 1961. And I think they will be getting that worst road start. Because I'm just backing Everton to win. $2.40.
Ooh.
Brentford do... It's tough. It's tough. I think if I was listening to my gut, I'd say draw. If I was listening to my gut. But according to the stats, Brentford have lost all 5 of their... That's the main one. That's the key one I've pulled out. They've lost all 5 of their away games this season.
They also concede a lot of goals.
They do concede a lot of goals. And guess what? They're away this weekend. They're going to lose 6. They lose 6 away.
They might score early, though.
They might.
They might score early.
But they will concede a lot of goals, and I've just got them down to lose. So Everton to win, $2.40 based on that stat. Thanks for coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive stuff.
Not if you're a Brentford fan. Losing all 5 of your away games.
Yes.
That's hectic. I wonder if any team has ever gone winless. No, because that would include a draw. without securing a point away from home during a Premier League season.
Without securing a point.
There must be some team.
Sheesh. Yeah. Surely a point.
Get their points at home, but just weren't able to get anything away from home.
Shocking on the road.
Mm.
I think of recent years, Man United were a lot better away from home than at home, which just cannot happen. Hot streak.
Yep, hit me.
Springboks. They have to be there somewhere.
They do.
They've won the last 3 against the Welsh.
Yep.
Each of those wins resulting in a 13 plus.
Okay, yeah, cool. That's good stuff.
So I go, boom, 13 plus.
What's it paying?
$1.16.
$1.16.
Yeah.
What?
So I say,
No.
Where's the value? Mr. Bet Your Boss, where's the value? Well, the reverse fixture was a 28-point difference. 41-13 to the Springboks. The line is where? 26.5. I'll answer it for you.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I was going to say like 30.
No, 26.5. So we're within the realm of that 28-point difference in the reverse fixture. That's paying $1.87.
Oh, okay.
So, I'd love to say South Africa 51 plus. But I'm going to be responsible and say South Africa minus 26.5.
We like to bet responsibly.
Yep. They got the brother combo at 9 and 10.
They do.
It's untested at
Did we
international
work out
level.
who the older brother is?
No, but I think it's
the halfback.
The halfback. Because based off...
He just looks older.
Based off that, and there was also they had pictures of them playing together at schoolboy level, and then playing together at the Sharks, and then playing together at this weekend.
Yeah,
the Springboks.
That's cool.
Where did it go? So with Jaden at 9, Jordan at 10, you got Kurt Lawrence, you got Damien Dialenda, you got Jesse Creel, Cheslin Colby, you got Fussy at the back. You got also 52 players for the Springboks to have played a test this season.
Yeah.
Andre Pollard and Corbus Ryanak off the bench. I'm fairly confident that we can cover anything the Welsh throw at us, which hasn't been much this season.
No, they haven't thrown a lot.
No.
Since the departure of Louis Rees-Zammit over to the NFL, there's not been a lot coming out of the Welsh rugby camp. And they have not looked.
The Welsh team have done as much as Louis Rees-Zammit has done in the NFL.
In the NFL, yeah. Which is nothing.
Nothing.
Correct. Interesting. You're touching on the brothers. My hot streak involves an NFL game where there are brothers.
Oh, wow. I wonder what team this is.
Try me.
I actually don't know what brothers play together in the NFL.
They're not playing together.
Oh, they're playing against each other.
Nor are
it's
they
the Kelseys.
No. Oh, Jason did retire. Good.
Oh, did he?
Good though. Yeah. He retired last year for the Eagles. Yeah, done.
Oh.
He just does media now, podcasting, all that sort of jazz. Yeah. No, it's the Harbaugh Bowl. So coaches Jim and John Harbaugh go head to head on Monday Night Football.
I like
Ravens versus the Chargers.
I like this. Well, they're both coaches.
They're both the head coach. Yeah. So they last played each other back in 2013 in the Super Bowl. Coached against each other, not played against each other. Did Jim win or did John win? Can't remember. The Ravens won. The Ravens won.
JJ.
Against the 49ers, and then it's their first time back against each other. Now, I don't have anything to do with the brothers actually being involved. It's a good tie.
It is a good tie.
Yeah, the Harbaugh Bowl. It's going to be good stuff. Anyway, Derrick Henry, my hot streak. He's scored 15 touchdowns for the season, leading the league in touchdowns. He's had one every game this season, a couple multiple scores. So I looked to see if there was a hot streak trend around primetime games and scoring multiple touchdowns. There wasn't. Because I needed more value than $1.38 to score. But what I did find is Derrick Henry does tend to like scoring the first touchdown of the game. He's paying $4.40 for that. So, yeah, he scored a lot of touchdowns. Yeah, he scored on every game. So that's the hot streak we're going for. But just to add that little bit of value, first touchdown scorer, Derrick Henry, $4.40. Lock it in Monday night at SoFi Stadium in LA in the Hardball Bowl.
Spicy.
It's good stuff.
Battle of the Brothers.
Interesting enough, I had in my preview, the NFL preview, I wrote the Battle of the Brothers.
Oh.
Backspace. The Hardball Bowl. But I had Battle of the Brothers in there initially, so yeah.
Could also say something else if you're a Game of Thrones fan.
What? So I am a Game of Thrones fan.
I'm not going to say it.
Alrighty. Now we had Alex and Ricardo. They'd give us their bets for the best game of the Premier League the coming weekends. But we've rejigged it. We've reworked it. We've just asked for their best bet. So
I like it.
Across anything. Doesn't have to be one particular game. And so I guess Ricardo's given us our best bet. You had a quick look into it. Stoke getting the winner of the QPR.
In the Championship.
Yeah, so did you look into it?
I did look into it. Yeah. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
So it's a good find.
I love it. Stoke City at $2.70 against bottom of the table QPR in 24th spot.
It's a long way down, 24th.
Whoa.
So, is it at Stoke or is it QPR home game?
I can't remember now.
Because if it's a cold night at Stoke,
I don't think it is.
Gravy.
They're away. Okay. They're away to QPR, and I think the reasoning for this $2.70 is that they've struggled previously at QPR, and they also struggle to come or to do well off the back of an international break.
Stoke have.
Stoke City, correct. But I still think I'm really in favour of this 270.
Yep.
Considering the shocking season QPR are having.
Yeah, how many wins have they got so far? Donut?
Humour me.
0.
1.
Oh, okay.
Back in August.
Ooh.
They are 1-7-7.
Okay.
Only scored 12 goals.
Ugh.
So, look, it's
12 goals in 15 games.
It's looking dire. They've conceded 25. You can imagine they're on a 2-game losing streak. Then it's like a draw. Then it's a couple more L's.
Yep.
You could pretty much guess how that's going. They're without their forward Dembele. I'm liking the Stoke City at 270.
Yeah.
They also, Stoke City, they won the reverse fixture. I think between the two of them, the last 5, they've won 2 apiece and they've drawn 1. But
so if you look back, it seems pretty even. But
it does.
If you're looking at the moment, Stoke.
So you can understand the 270 and you factor in the international break.
Coming from.
Yeah, you understand their record away from home at QPR. But I still think Stoke get it done, especially without their forward. Especially they struggling to score goals this season.
And
surely.
We have heard that if you follow Ricardo's bets, he tends to do pretty well when it comes to the football. So
yes.
could be what if it's the best bet of the weekend.
Yeah.
It's got to be pretty good. Alex's one, I'm not so sure on. Man City to win over 2.5 goals, both teams to score. Yes, theoretically, it makes so much sense.
Mm-hmm.
Tottenham, really hit or miss.
Yep.
Man City are on a 4-game losing streak. I don't know. I don't know where I'd sit on it. I'd definitely same game multi-cover tool this one, based on the fact that Man City may draw or lose to a Tottenham side. Just depends what Tottenham side comes up. I do think both teams will score. I think if both teams are scoring, it probably clears the over 2.5, but I wouldn't be 100% confident on the Man City win.
I think that international break's probably done them a favour. They're in a bit of a slump.
Oh, big time.
Tottenham are so hit or miss that I don't have any confidence in them whatsoever against a Man City that's wanting to.
Which is weird because they beat them. They started their losing streak. Tottenham started Man City's losing streak by beating them.
So EFL Cup? Yeah.
It just depends on what Tottenham team turns up, I guess.
It really does. And the fact that you have a $2.37 SGM against a Stoke City 270.
Yeah. I think if I'm taking a best bet there, it's the Stoke City one.
I agree, but I have to disagree. So I don't think Tottenham win. I'll take the SGM.
Okay. Nice. I like that. I like a bit of disagreement. Shall we get into our group chat multi?
We agree that they both hit.
Yeah. Stoke.
Yeah.
Nah, theoretically, if I'm thinking with my head, this Man City same game multi hits.
But
Also,
you want Tottenham to win. You want a big Tottenham to turn up.
I don't know if I want Tottenham to win because being an Arsenal
Well,
supporter,
you want Man City to lose.
But yes,
Surely.
I'd prefer a draw. I'll take a draw.
Mm.
Also, Man City just re-signed Pep until 2027.
Oh, really?
Haaland came out and said he's the best manager in the world, which, thanks for pointing out the obvious. Group chat multi came so close last week. What are we rocking with for this week? Hit me.
AFC, best defense in the league. Had a bit of a bye week.
Yep.
Bit of recovery. Yep. Get to travel to Sydney. And they get to beat MacArthur at $2.30.
Well, okay. It's not bad. Not a bad way to kick things off. Keep the 100% record. Let's throw it on the multi. $2.30. I'm going to go with the Grand Prix in Las Vegas, and I'm going to support local here, Liam Lawson, to beat his teammate Yuki Tsunoda. So just needs to finish higher in the race, paying $2. Thanks for coming.
Oh, really?
He's beaten him of 2 of the 3 races. He looks to be the more aggressive driver. He's out with a point to prove. He's trying to get that Red Bull seat off Sergio Perez.
Aggressive.
He's going to pull the finger at a couple of guys as he drives past. As long as he doesn't crash, I think he comes out in front of Tsunoda here. So $2 feels pretty good to me.
Well, watch out for the potholes or the water holes, whatever they were.
As long as he's not out the night before, making the most of Las Vegas's extracurriculars, I reckon he's good.
Extracurriculars. UFC. Jan or Figueiredo by points. Jan was exceptionally short at about $1.30 with Figueiredo at $3. I think the move up to bantamweight looks good on Figueiredo.
Yep.
I think this is a lot closer than what is being predicted. Especially with a supposed ACL injury for Jan. In the last fight, 8 months later, fighting already, I don't know. That's a risk.
So either fighter by points?
By points. $1.65.
Got it. And then the last leg, a Joe Mixon touchdown. Thanks for coming. He had three last week, just gone. I don't know if you saw, but gave a little high step into the end zone, so he's kind of like skipping and jumps over the defender, pops a little too small Sally on him. He just scored a hat trick. He's going to go in again. That's only paying $1.44, but the multi comes out at a grand total of $10.92. Multi-rescue, what odds Boots give us? $11.72. Multi-rescue, thanks for coming. That is Aun. So, there you have it. All my bets are on. You can follow them on my bet socials if you haven't already. And we had a winning week last week, I guess. If you count our bonus cash that we got back from the group chat multi.
If you count bonus cashes.
If we count bonus cash, we had a winning week. If you took what?
If you half the multi and just take my bets.
That's true. If you took all our bets, our plays, separate to our bets, 4 out of 6, probably would have been profit. I'd say.
Bengals, man. Bengals.
Freaking Bengals. One thing I did actually want to point out was last week, the Betcha boosts were on fire. Either halfback to score in the France All Blacks game, boosted to $3. Thanks for coming, Cam Roigard. Cash that. John Jones to win by knockout, boosted to $4.
True.
Thanks for coming. Cash that. So, whatever there are boosts this week, I'm just going to jump on it. I did see there's one on Carlos Olberg. I'll just double check what that was. But, there we go. Carlos Olberg, win by KO, TKO, boosted to $3.50. So,
could happen.
It could.
Could happen. Hot streak is the Betcha boost.
There you go.
What is your All Blacks score prediction?
I actually didn't consider.
Oh, did you say they were covering the 30s?
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, I reckon they win by 30 or more. Yeah, Artie Savia back at 8, Sam Kane in front of her. It kind of just feels like come along, let's just send you off. So I'm not sure if we go out there and put 90 points on them like we did in the World Cup, but I'd say it's a pretty convincing performance to end off the season. Razor want to end on a massive high. Do you reckon we'll see him breakdance?
Stats would say yes, but why?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a lot of point to him breakdancing. I don't think he's got much.
Maybe if you had the Grand Slam, you could breakdance.
Or went unbeaten.
Yep, but it not to be.
What are you up
If
to?
if you put 90 on Italy and then break dance, I think that's poor taste.
Yeah. Just need a little bit of humbling, I feel like, if that was to happen.
Yeah.
What are you up to this weekend?
Watching sport.
Yeah.
Packing for South Africa.
Yeah, you're not going to be with us for 3 weeks.
Gone.
So if you lose all your bets, you're not coming back. If you do win, we might need to call you from South Africa and get your tips for the...
Just scout more South African rugby players for people to poach, I guess.
Yeah. And so you'll be back just before Christmas, I guess.
Indeed.
So, yeah, it's a final send-off for you until 3 weeks' time. So
I'll be keeping an eye.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Thanks for listening. If you are having a punt, make sure to gamble responsibly. Have some fun, though. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Hopefully we can get another winning week. See you next time.
You.